Okay guys, we're back, and right off the bat, we're gonna make a winter coat. Here we go. Or sorry, a puffy vest. And that's pretty simple. We just need beefalo wool, silk, and the winter Koalefant trunk. And there it is, voila. I guess we'll start off right off the bat with welcome to the 3FG Don't Starve Survival Guide to Winter. Our goal is to get you every step of the way, all the way to winter, through winter, and be thriving at the end with a solid base. And that's what we're doing right now. So, we just made ourselves the winter jacket, and that's going to keep us real solid during the evening and the night, because as you've noticed, stepping into winter, you get a lot of that those frozen cracks growing around the edges, indicating that, hey, you're freezing and you're getting hurt. Well, we don't have to worry about that anymore, because the winter jacket takes care of that completely. And so now we're going to apply it, but that also means that we have to unequip our backpack. But that's okay, because it's worth it. And we only need so many basic supplies to walk around with, because we're not going to be venturing too far away from our camp. So there we go. We got our winter vest. Next thing we're going to make is our heat stone. Heat stone's also going to keep us nice and warm during the winter. Now, whether you actually need both a winter jacket and a heat stone, I'm not entirely sure. I do know that both create heat. One thing I do know a heat stone does, even if you have the jacket on, is that it emits a certain amount of light. Okay, let's create this real quick. Okay. A little bit of organization here. And we want to drop the heat stone next to the fire, because what that's going to do is the heat stone is going to absorb the flames, and then we'll collect it when it's radiating and glowing, and that will be a great source of heat for us while we're venturing around outside of the camp. But like I said, one thing that the heat stone does do, even if you have the jacket on, and I'm not sure if if we need both heat sources, is that it emits a glow, and that is it's a limited glow. But if you're in a pinch and you're in the middle of the dark, and for some reason your torch goes out or something like that, well, you have a limited amount of time of glow where monsters will not capture you in the dark. So, okay, there we go. So there's that as well. So a little bit of a tip there with the heat stone. So let's go ahead and get this fire going on our base. Awesome. Just organizing a bit here. Alright, let's get some stomach in us. So I'm thinking after this, once night finishes up here, let's go clean up our tree farm. Kind of refresh all that. And I'm just throwing a few logs on the fire in order to build up the heat stone. Like I said, I'm not sure if it's necessarily needed at this point with the winter jacket, but I don't know. I like to have everything all squared away, and so seeing that heat stone nice and glowy when I can collect it in the morning, I don't know. That's just the way I like it. So. So little to do at night. Okay, here we go. Collect our heat stone. Let's go clean up our tree farm. We'll just chop down the rest here. Collect all the wood, and then we'll just get everything replanted. And like I said in earlier episodes, it's important if you're going to chop down all your trees like this, make sure to replant, because if you don't replant, then you have the potential of incurring the wrath of the tree monsters, or as I call them, Optimus Pine, or correction, as I've heard them called, and I thought it was pretty funny, Optimus Pine. So yeah, make sure you're planting your pine cones as well, so that way you're recycling everything, so everything stays nice and copacetic with nature. So, I heard the other day that they officially announced the date for the Reign of Giants DLC for PS4. I cannot be more excited. I can't wait to play that version. I purposely have not played the PC version, only because I really wanted to play this on console, and I really wanted to be able to record it for you guys. So that way, let's go ahead and plant some more here. So that way you guys could have a completely fresh experience, just like alongside me. And so that's what we're going to be doing. So next week, I believe it's July 22nd, is the date that they're releasing. I'm going to be buying that first day, and I'm going to be playing first day. And hopefully, if all goes well, I'll be uploading my first attempts on the first day for you guys to check out. So make sure to keep that in mind as next week rolls around, that you can come back to 3FG and we will have the Reign of Giants DLC ready to go for you. So I'm putting together some chests right now. Again, just some more organizational stuff. As we move along, I'm probably going to be building walls and things like that. More really for aesthetic than anything else. I haven't really found anything. Well, correction. Let me start over here. There is a purpose for walls, and yes, you can build a pretty fortified base as far as keeping out some of these smaller enemies like hounds and things like that. You can kind of angle it and angle the walls and set up traps for them to get snared and killed in. But you know, as far as the larger enemies like the deer clops, which I don't know if we're going to experience it during this winter, but deer clops, for those of you who don't know, is a giant monster that randomly shows up during winter, sometimes during winter or sometimes towards the end of winter, and just abolishes everything you have made. Its whole goal is to basically destroy everything that you've created, and you can distract it, and you can get it to follow you, and you can get other enemies to attack it, and vice versa. So that's just a little hint in case we run into a deer clops. But okay, let's get these guys in there in the traps here. Collect you. There we go. Let's get you guys in your trap. Good job. There you go. Hey, leave Chester alone. Come on, Chester. Oh, Chester, come on. Okay. Next time you're not going to be as lucky, Chester. Yeah, so like I was saying, deer clops. You know, he basically will destroy your base, including the walls. So walls aren't really meant to hold out some of the larger enemies like deer clops, and from what I've seen through commercials on Reign of Giants, I assume there's going to be some other larger enemies, and you probably won't be able to deter them with the walls either. But you know, walls are great for smaller enemies, and they have a really cool aesthetic. So I build them all the time just because, you know, they look cool. and it makes your base look that much nicer, which I'm all about. And so that's why I was building those chests, because I knew I was going to line the wall in between the chests and the all those twigs back there. So, you know, just to keep all the elements separated and create a pretty fortified base. So I'm just running around collecting elements right now because you know, we're just trying to keep ourselves busy. One of the most important things is to keep your sanity metered up, and the best way to do that is keep moving. You know, don't stray too far away from your base, at least not in the first winter. But definitely keep moving. Keep yourself active. Do collect things. You know, go check on your traps. Chop wood. Light things on fire, just like that. And yeah, keep yourself busy, because this is the easiest time for your sanity to drop, because you're cold and you're alone, and, well, basically the whole principle of the game. So, yeah, just keep yourself busy. That's that I can't express that enough when it comes to keeping your sanity up. Let's throw some pine cones in there because we don't need them. And someone actually commented on one of the videos and said, "Hey, why are you burning all the pine cones? You know, those are meant for planting." I 100% agree. It's important that you keep replanting the pine cones, because if you don't, nature goes out of balance and you get crazy enemies like Optimus Pine. But my other feeling is that, you know, okay, this is exactly why Pangolins annoy me, because with them standing in the way and their nest there, I cannot put my crockpot there, and that's really annoying me. So, so we'll just have to wait until they clear out after winter in order to plant that crockpot. But yeah, like I was saying, the pine cones, you know, it is important to plant them, but at the same time, if you have excess pine cones, which you will wind up having extra pine cones, just burn them. You know, why waste the logs? You can use logs for so many other things, and you can only use pine cones for so many other things. So might as well just burn them if you have them. It's great fuel and it's a great supplement. So yeah, that's my theory on it. If I'm 100% wrong, please let me know in the comments. But yeah, that's what I do with them. So just cooking myself up a delicious meal here, using up the last of our vegetables. Again, vegetables won't grow during winter, but you can plant the seed ready to go. So once winter breaks and spring comes in, the process will start up. So don't wait to put your seed in. Might as well just drop it while you can. All right. Okay, let's see if we can plant it while they're moving around. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. It doesn't look like it. It looks like their nest is blocking it. Well, that's a bummer. All the more reason why I don't like Pangolins. Well, we are moving along here, guys. We're on day 28. I mean, we're doing pretty solid. And like I said, we have to reach, I believe, day 35 before this winter season ends. So we are making it. We're looking good. You know, I'm looking a little hungry right now, but nothing I can't remedy with a meal. But as far as sanity and health goes, we're still looking great. Our base is still looking solid, and we're making it. So this is looking like it's going to be the end of episode 14, but stay tuned for episode 15. It's going to be coming up real shortly. I'm going to try and wrap this up before the end of this week, because I want to be able to start fresh into the DLC next week and be able to give you guys all that experience alongside with me. So thanks for watching the Don't Starve from 3FG, and I'll see you next time. Bye.